so excited to tell you our news this week. We are going to become homesteaders. There's this beautiful resort just outside our town that is busy selling all their cottages and houses. And we are in the process of buying a beautiful, very old house with a lovely big yard that is big enough to homestead on. I am very excited about our move and I can't wait to take you with on our journey. And because of all the exciting changes taking place, I'm going to change the way I do our videos just a little bit. I'm going to make it more like our lives really are. In other words, do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So whatever projects we have going on in that week, that is what I'll be sharing with you in our videos. It'll be far more like my real life is as a good enough mom. It's very seldom that I get to do a project from start to finish and being able to do it all in one go without being disrupted. My life is made up of projects that are done a little bit here and a little bit there whenever I get a chance to. So let's get started with this week's projects.
So because we are moving out to the farm, we will be renting out our current house that is in town. We are busy sorting out everything to get it ready for the renters. This week we painted the outside of the house. We're using the same colors, but we made one small change. The gutters and fascias used to be white, and now we have painted them grey, which is the same color as the roof. Although I do love the crisp look of the grey roof, white fascias and beige walls, the white gutters and fascias kept on getting dirty and made the house look uncared for. They kept on needing to be painted, and now by painting them the same color as the roof, they won't need to be painted quite so often. In a previous video, I've shown you that I'm busy sanding and varnishing our wooden windows. I started this project at the beginning of lockdown in March 2020, and now it's a year later and I am still not finished. I have done this one and this one and this one and this door and that door and this one and this one and this door and this one and this one. But I still needed to do the ones in the bathrooms and the garage windows. So I asked the painters to complete them for me. I must admit, it does feel a bit like admitting defeat, not finishing a project myself. But it really feels like a weight off my shoulders now that it is done. Those windows were really high, and I am a bit scared of heights. Now with the windows done, I can do a few projects inside the house that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I had to fix these bathroom cupboard doors because the hinges had rusted right off, and then I've painted it again to make it look nice and bright. While I'm in the bathroom, let me show you this bathroom's makeover that I did several years ago. This is what the bathroom used to look like when we moved in here. With almost no money, we managed to transform it to this. I started by taking away all the frilly curtains, little shelves and little mirrors. I had to take out the cupboard unfortunately because the compressed wood it was made from had started to swell. And fortunately I had exactly the right amount of tiles to tile this tiny floor. I was so relieved that I never broke a tile because I had no spares. I also took the tiles off the wall and repainted the walls. I think this is the room that I am most proud of in the house. We started having a stall at the community market every now and again. We are doing this to declutter and sell our stuff before we move, to make some extra money, and to have a platform to sell our excess products when we have a homestead, and to encourage our kids to start little businesses while homeschooling. We've only done 4 market days so far, but I've observed that people are naturally attracted to new items that are still in their packages. So I'm going to package some of the kids' toys to make them look more enticing. I've got this huge bag of kids' toys that we are currently decluttering, and I usually just put them like with like in Ziploc bags. Recently we've been receiving these cute buckets as party packs, and at the moment I've got quite a stack of them. I was just going to add them to the decluttering pile, but now I'm going to use them to package these toys beautifully. So I've made some nice labels and will add some easy to make Play-Doh together with plastic kitchen toys and Play-Doh toys, and I think this will sell much better than this. So part of our homeschooling, we learn all about a new country each month, and my kids get to make some of that country's food. This past month we've been learning about Italy, and this week my daughter made some delicious tiramisu. You got one. And what country is it?
France!
France! Yahoo!
France!
Next month we'll be learning all about France. So if you've got any traditional French food ideas, please let me know in the comments and then we'll try making them this month. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. So now for the real deal.
Isn't it funny how we do things for other people that we're not prepared to do for ourselves? Now we have been living in this house for years and years and years, and there are things around here that are not the way we'd like them to be, but we've been living with it for years and years and years and we haven't done anything about it. But now that we're moving it out and we're going to be renting our house out, now we're busy fixing up those things. Outside has needed to be painted for quite some time, and now that we're moving out, now we're busy painting the outside of the house and it'll look lovely for our new renters. But we were prepared to live with it, just like that, for many years. The one thing is we know the financial implications of painting our house, and we just don't want that financial stress. So we'd much prefer to live with a slightly scruffy house than to be stressed out about the money about having painted our house. The other area of the house that we will be renovating before our renters move in is the kitchen. Now the kitchen is an area that has needed some work for many years, and if we were going to continue living here, then I would be prepared to rather wait with those renovations so that I could do them in line with my long-term view of what I'd like this house to look like one day. But now with us moving out and renters coming in, I'm prepared to put in a medium or a short-term solution in the kitchen for them, and we'll leave our long-term, more expensive renovations for if we were ever to return to this house in the future. Thank you so much for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Bye!